He's following God's laws. You have your human laws, right? And you have God's laws. There's a difference. And he's living intuitively, he or she, in the moment. And so there might be a time where you need to break the human law to serve a higher law. They have the balls to do that because, like, they're working for God. They're serving God. They're not serving you. They're not even really serving you. They're serving the God in you. And they're aware of laws of karma. If you leave $100 there, they don't not take it because maybe they think you're going to find it, that you're going to see them take it. No, they don't take it because, like, they're living by principle inside. And there might be during the COVID, I like this. That's why I remember it. I have ADD unless something's important, and then I don't have it anymore. I tell some people that when they worry about these medical diagnoses, so I can't pay attention. I said, but you're paying attention when we talk, right? They said, yeah. I said, there you go. Because we're like talking about stuff. ADD's a gift. ADD is not ADD. ADD means, like, you don't care about, like, stupid things. That's my definition of ADD. So during COVID, the man's mother was in the hospital. She had her room, but it wasn't looking good. She probably wasn't going to survive. But he couldn't go see her. He couldn't, right? Because all those rules and restrictions. And then, and she didn't have a phone or something. Like, he couldn't see her. So he, like, what do they call it? Scaffold the building, the hospital. Is badass. He got to the room. He found her room, and he opened the door and went in, and saw her. I think they arrested him after that. Man, who cares? Oh, but you broke the law. This is a good example. I can feel it. Something like that. You want to say goodbye to your mother, or are you worrying about these laws? These laws, we need the laws, though. I mean, look at the society we live in. The consciousness is so low. We need the laws. But there's some people who don't need laws. If you're in touch inside, if everybody was in touch with their own inner sanction, we don't need laws. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's silly. But this is the time and age we're living in, and this is what we got to do. Oh yeah, this is another good one. I like good ones. So Jesus, saw this. He, at the end, those last days, man, he was going through it, and so he had just finished being tortured, and they were going to take him out now to hang him at the cross, nail him. But he had a relationship with the king. King respected him, but the king didn't have backbone. The king's like trying to do what the people want. But the king asked him, though, during this, he said, just tell me to stop all this and I will, or something. See, first thing I want to say, you see how he was weak, though? He wanted Jesus to tell him to stop. If he was a badass king, he'd stop it like he would have stopped it from the get-go. And you know what Jesus said? Jesus said, it's not up to you or up to me if this stops. It's up to God. What did he mean? He meant he was in touch with the flow. He was in touch with the destiny of what was happening. He could have used his will to stop all that. He could have done something, easily. But no, he knew the difference between, you can say, God's will and self-will. This is a really important principle and discernment ability that comes with spiritual maturity. You know the difference. You can feel the difference. Then the question is, are you going to flow with the righteous thing to do in the midst of, like, dire consequences? These are some of the tests that some of us have. A lot of people won't be in such situation, though. It's not they're not ready. just not ready. It's like you're not going to stick a second grade person in college. No, they got to like work their way up. So lastly though, you know what's this code of honor, you can't like purchase that or learn that. It's just in you. You know, it's in you. It's like fight or flight. It's in you. Some people they start to get attacked, they just curl up in a ball. Don't hurt me. The aggressors like that because they're already crazy. So they're like, oh good, now we can really hurt it. Other beings, they just fight till they die. Like, you're gonna have to kill me, man. It's not a choice. It's not like I'm gonna be a bad. My girlfriend's watching, so I'm gonna like. No, it's just it's in you. Same thing with the code of honor. But something that really used to get to me is like, see, if I'm tight with somebody, I'm gonna defend them or stick up for them if they're with me and some other people are talking nonsense, or this is the important part, or if they're not with me and I just happen to be in a group or something and they start talking about this person behind their back, I'm also going to stick up for them. And this was something, I've been around a couple people who pretended to like me and pretended to connect with me, but I would find out later. This is an example of the excessively passive type person. I would find out later that somebody would be, I don't know, slandering me or something, and the person wouldn't do nothing. Maybe they wouldn't agree, but they wouldn't do anything. And then I would have to give counsel to them. So why didn't you do anything? Like, why? Now, a lower level mind would think, based on what I just shared, they'll think that like somehow I needed to be defended. They think it's an ego thing. Why you should defend me? No, that's not why I was aggravated. I was aggravated because I saw their character. I'm not attracted to such character. Obviously, I don't need, you don't have to defend me. You can't defend me anyway. I take care of myself. And besides, I don't take those things personal. Like the people that are gossiping, and anytime we gossip or slander, like we're trying to catch a high by bringing somebody else down. Now, there's exceptions. Sometimes it depends who we're with. There's always exceptions. We can be using somebody as an example to break down how the mind function works in a devious way. But it's still not about that person. It's about how the mind's functioning. That's different. That's not slandering. So, yeah, that used to like, I'm not attracted, like I'm attracted to backbone, not ego, not like I'm badass. They ain't got gains like this anyway, but backbone, integrity, principle. So when I saw that wasn't the person I was hanging with didn't have that, I just somehow, you know, you just lose interest, like something just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. How can, I'm not drawn to that. Yeah. So that's my definition of a spiritual warrior. All right, I'll see you.